into your mind, because it can get really, really crazy when it's just cuter. Yay, 100k subscribers. So I think I'm just gonna like keep this photo just like so I can continuously imagine a plaque. I want Alexis. As of right now in my life, I want a new Lexus. I've been wanting to film this little board thing, vision board. I think it's so important. I used to make digital ones all the time via Canva and like just Pinterest in general, and like I've been making them for a very long time, and I want to make one again today. And I know I'm running out of time because I do have a train to catch. I have to be somewhere at 7 o'clock. We're gonna do some makeup. Come do your makeup with me. If we have time, I'm gonna start on my vision board. I might have to finish it at night. There might be an interlude where I have to take you guys with me to go out. Yeah, we are exhausted. I'm not afraid to say that. Like, if I genuinely can go back to sleep, I would, but I simply cannot let myself do that for some reason. Excited to see my friend. Like, she's matching my energy, and like we're both excited. I've noticed that I have a lot of friends that have kind of the same vibe as me, because it makes me feel comfortable, which is like having social anxiety and just being in the comfort of our own homes. So the fact that my friend's excited and like she has social anxiety and likes to stay comfortable and at home just like me, just really shows that we're both trying. So yeah, we're doing a lot of different things this year, man. Like, I've grown so much as a person. It's the important time to start implementing what I really want out of myself. In the new year, I feel like there's always something going on, and I'm always so used to toxicity and chaos and people around me like making my time miserable. I pretty much see that life is up to me at this point. Cheers to like implementing a vision board earlier than January. I feel like a lot of those videos are going to come out in January, and I really want to start implementing things now and planning now for the future. And I want to hang it up in my room. Like, as teenager-ish as that sounds, I really think looking at these goals every single day is going to help me accomplish them. And, you know, posting things on the internet really helps. So honestly, to anybody who's like thinking about content creation, keep leaving yourself accountable and posting something that's so public really makes you feel like, all right, I gotta grind, man. Like, I've been posting about my social anxiety and trying to make better friends, genuine friends, since I started this channel back in May or June. And because it's in my head about how I already said it and I've been talking about it, like, it's making me want to actually keep, like, not go back to the old and to the comfort, and just actually, you know, give anyone with a genuine connection with me a chance and not go back to my old ways of being. So yeah, I really highly recommend, like, don't tell anyone your things that you want to protect and you know that you're actively going to pursue them behind closed doors and you're motivated, but things that you've been saying over and over again and it's not really going anywhere, even with yourself, it's worth a try of like just telling your closest friends, or like just putting it out there, even whether it's on the internet or like with trusted individuals around you, your peers, like, so that they're aware. And like, if they're actually good friends, they'll keep you in check and they'll say, well, what about your goal? What about this? Like, you know, they actually can keep you in check and they won't feel like they're hurting your feelings because they're close to you. So really putting things out there, you know, you feel embarrassed if you're like constantly saying a goal that you want to achieve and it's the same shit every year. Don't you feel embarrassed? Keep those goals to yourself if you're not willing to commit to them. So that's why I think, you know, the most common sense thing that I can think of is, why don't I like expose myself and just say all these things on the internet so people actually like know what I'm planning. And now I feel like, okay, I have to do this. Like, I have actual plans this week. Do you know how used to I've been getting to like having plans by myself or like not really speaking to anyone? I also, if I've had not really great like experience with someone in the past, like I just feel like I ask them constantly like to hang out with me, and it's always one-sided. Like at this point I've made a boundary for myself, like they have to make plans with you and they have to make a change in how they come about things, because when you're constantly making plans with someone and it's not the other way around, it's very one-sided and it doesn't make you feel good as a person. It makes you feel like something's wrong with you, when in reality it's not that. It's just, it's so much more complex than that. Like people have different priorities, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's more of them projecting and their insights telling them it's one thing or another, but in reality, like, it has nothing to do with what you're doing wrong. So don't give those people 10,000 chances. If they want to hang out with you, they have to make the effort. They have to do the whole planning process. Do not go back to the old girlies. And even if they do hang out with you and you try it again and they plan it this time and you're not feeling the vibe and you're just not feeling pure genuineness and fulfillment, do not go back to them. Okay? We don't need to be friends with everyone. Like, you know, like a couple friends are good enough for me. So my goal was just to make sure that I'm keeping around a couple of people that are actually worth keeping around. I'm not keeping around people that like don't even consider me anything, or are just not good for me. So yeah, I think that's really important. I wanted to film today even though I was exhausted, and I fucking ran with it. It's really hard to get me to film things because I'm not just your average content creator, clearly, as you can see as my subscriber count below. I have 10 million things going on in my life, and I have to do pretty much everything for me. I grew up fast from the age of, I would say, 19, 20. I've had to start handling things very early. I've had to become an adult when everybody else was still transitioning into adulthood and being kids, and their parents were handling things for them. Like, that was just not the case for me. So I've always had so many responsibilities, and I think that's why content creation took so long for me to pursue, because I just didn't think it was meant for someone like me. But in reality, you make your own reality. So, you know, we definitely are not going to shut that door, because it's all I've ever wanted. And honestly, how hard is it to talk to a camera when I talk to myself all the time? We want some lips today, so. Fun fact, I got filler, and I'm not gonna lie, even though they've gone down, I don't look, like my lips have not gone back to pre-filler stage. Like, they've gotten thinner, but I'm so happy that they're like just staying. They're here for good. My smile health has been something that I've been, like, I used to be insecure about it, but now at this point, I'm just like tired of it. Like, I don't want to come off as rude to people, but like, I literally am so tired of talking about my teeth. Like, why is it such a big thing? Like, some people are not, they don't have the resources when they're younger to fix their teeth. Their parents don't really make it a priority, and then they have to deal with the bullying, such as I did. My teeth were always a topic of discussion. I started joking around about it at one point in like high school, when I finally like realized like I need to start just like letting go of the embarrassment. Like, it's here to stay. Like, I have a gap in my teeth and I have a lot to fix. I feel like I'm not judgmental, and like I feel very weird around judgmental people. I tend to stay quiet, and it's just weird for me. But yeah, no, I have the important things, and thankfully in my eyes, that's my personality, my empathy, how I care for people, how I want to bring kindness to the world. And also, like, the plus part is that I literally feel like finally, like after many years of not feeling this way, I feel like I am pretty, on top of all the good, exciting stuff that I just said. So, you know, it's to point out something that clearly that person knows about is so evil. Like, I would never talk about something about someone unless they brought it up, and then I'll feel like, okay, they're comfortable talking about it. But like, it's just rude. Like, I just went to a get together recently, and like, why was my braces and my like teeth health at like a gathering where everyone's like having a drink, enjoying themselves, like dressing up? Like, why is that a topic of discussion? But yeah, no, so like I'm fixing that, because like growing up, no one in my family really made it a priority to. And honestly, like, not throwing shade, but at some points, like, they could have afforded that, like, just to make me happy. Like, I was born without my adult tooth. It never came in right here, so there was a constant gap right here. And you know, like, obviously after I was a child and everything, all my teeth started falling out. Like, that tooth never came in, and my parents were very well aware of that since I was younger. They got told from a pretty young age, just due to x-rays, that I was not going to have a tooth there. And you know, obviously I'm humble, because there's been times where we could not afford a lot of the things that are like wants. You know, my parents always made sure that I had like shelter and some food to eat, but we sometimes could not. Like, we had to eat the same meals, or we just had to be very scarce, you know, a very scarce type of life, because you know, the economy dropped a few times in my lifetime, and it was just something that, like, I know what it feels like to have like luxury things like a pool, trampoline, a nice house, and then there's been times in my life where I know how it feels like to have nothing. And I feel like that really played in a part into me being so grateful and appreciative for the little things. I never had to go, I got to live the best of both worlds, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's been times in my life where they could have easily saved up for an implant and fixed that issue for me very early on. But yeah, no. But my concern is, why is it, as adults, are we talking, like, we're kind of like that bully, like, it was like a group of people, and I'm like, you know, I'll answer the question about my teeth health, but like, I find it so fucking weird. Like, I would never, at a social gathering, maybe if it was one-on-one, but I just don't ask questions like that. But I could see someone asking me a question like that, one-on-one, like dinner date, I guess, or like a friend date. But to ask it in front of so many people, like, we're adults, you know, like, I'm 24, but at that get together there were people 25 plus there. So I don't know, people just, you know, given the person was very nice, but like, that reminded me so much of high school. Like, one of my 2024 goals is also to book a one-on-one class with my makeup artist. She's super talented. I vibe with her really well. Obviously, like, I'm gonna make my vision board with you guys, but like, I'm just telling you what's like on the top of my head. I really want to know, you know, I feel like that's gonna heal my inner child. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, and then when I did, I didn't know how to, because my mom never like really took the time out to teach me. So you know, YouTube kind of taught me, but like, I really feel like I would benefit from going to my makeup artist. I also want to learn more about skincare. I have a pretty good skincare routine, but I definitely want to learn more about that. I'm so far away from really knowing the holistic wellness journey too. That would be really beneficial for me, because I have endometriosis, and I know, just with the way my inflammation is and around my stomach, I know that my gut lining is just, it is not well. I know that I've damaged it for sure, and that controls the rest of your body and how well everything else goes and functions. So my 3 top things is just to be more, I guess you could say, like, girly and also healthy. Like, even if this is like a small number to some people, like, I'm almost at 600 subs. I honestly didn't even think I was gonna get my 100, just because I let so many other people's thoughts consume me. I was on my grind right before Europe. Like, I was in a very much more like healthy headspace in terms of like social media. Now, like, more and more things are getting in the way. But like, today I was gonna do something that literally did not align with my goals, just for like, because I'm trying to accomplish other goals for this time being in my life. And I'm like, wait, like, honestly though, like, would it benefit me to continue to keep on not having any open days for filming if that's my true goal? So like, Yeah, I am going to pass on that. My real goals are to live a soft life, to film, you know, start being way more consistent. I want to be ready for Vlogmas. I really think people grow from posting, and I feel like everyone loves that series. I for sure do. I get so excited because my favorite creator does it every year. Her life is so cute to me, and like, she has a family who supported her from day one, and even though she doesn't talk about her family a lot or like show her family a lot, you could tell that they were like, all right, we'll give you a year of like full on being a content creator, and like if it goes somewhere, like good, but if not, you have to get a job. But like, if I was given that opportunity, oh my god, would I be thriving. I think in my last video I was talking about how I brought my sister to a party because she's my safety net. I don't think that's normal, honestly. I'm trying to make myself feel better about that, but like, why do I feel like that? I think in 2024, if I don't feel comfortable or like I feel like I belong somewhere, I'm not gonna be there. Like, I'm just so like, I want to give love to everyone, you know? Like, I don't like that weird shit. Go to the arts and crafts store and let's get our little vision board. We're gonna do this physically so that it's a lot funner that way, and maybe we can hang her up right here, you know? But yeah, that'll be exciting and make me feel like I'm in college again. I used to do it all the time. Now I feel like we look more presentable now. See? There were smaller ones, but like, why not dream big, you know what I mean? This is called Glue Spots. It was next to this, so this was $8. I was like, I don't know, I could have probably used anything, but I don't know how this is gonna look on my wall. Okay, I mean, if, like, there's nothing on my walls right now, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I want to wake up to it, I really do. Oh, I think I should go on Pinterest and just start being very creative and imaginative. Welcome to my vision board creation center. It is extremely hot in Jersey. It's been very weird weather, not fall vibes at all, but it is the next day. This is what happens when we are working content creators. So I went to Staples and I figured I had to make the pictures a little bit bigger, just because I had to make the pictures a little bit bigger because of how big this board is. I feel like I only have a few pictures to begin with, so I want to make it like full and not like an empty big ass poster board. So I feel like this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna explain each and every picture, and I'm really trying to say it out loud, put intention when I'm putting it on this cute little board. I feel like when I went to Michael's yesterday, I feel like I definitely like was doing like a project like for school again. It felt really fun. Let's start placing it on our vision board. I'm so excited to just hang it up and just have a constant reminder of why I'm continuously doing the things that I'm doing, because no matter how slow or fast the journey, like if you're consistent with something, like people can laugh at you, people can think whatever they want about you, but it's your life regardless. So, and then I'm in like my towel right now because I know that if I did my hair, I would have never finished filming this video, and then by the time I was done with my hair, like people would have been home. So like, I just want to do this, like I want this to be me time, you know? This is the first picture. This signifies to me traveling as I should be and eating great food as I should, because this is what I deserve. So a lot of traveling in the future. It's not something that's going to be like, oh my god, I have to save up money, or I have to ask my job for PTO, like they're not going to accept it. Like, why should my life, you know, like my dream life, be like jail? Like, the next one is literally this picture signifies to me like great nights with like just dressing up using our youth to our advantage, getting like having like a little pretty girl, great, no weird energy friend group. Like I don't have to hang out with them, and it feels like I don't know how they're gonna act that day. Like I want my genuine friend group, my girls that I go to, you know, like look, there's only about like, I want to say 4 or 5 of them, and that's pretty much all you need. But like just genuine, like no weird energy. And like out of that whole friend group, I need 1 or 2 to be my go-to girls, like that were the closest. I know it's so silly that I'm literally like formatting this in my head of how I want it, but like it's not really that possible to be like super close with a lot of people. Like I feel like it's hard to maintain a lot of friendships at once, just given the fact that we as Americans can't even have like such free time, you know, like half of our week is working and the other half is trying to survive and make ourselves dinner, all this stuff. So I know that there's gonna be like a lot of, you know, the girl group, cool energy. We have a blast when we go out. Everybody supports each other. It's very genuine. And then out of this group, like 1 or 2 girls that are my go-to. I haven't had a best friend in so long, like a real one that I just talk to on a daily. You know, it doesn't have to be every single day, but like someone that I talk to that it's like not weird to talk to every single day. So manifesting this, a genuine friend group. I don't know when was the last time I had an actual genuine friend group without no crazy shit happening. But now that I'm in a different headspace, I definitely want to just like grow as a person and have people who are on my level, who are just, there's no weird vibes, there's no competition, there's no guessing on how that person's gonna act when I see them at a gathering. Those are all things that can make me very anxious, and I just don't need that fake mean girl bitch energy. Like I really don't. Like I have so much love to give. I guess the messier the board, the better. The soft girl era has been trending. This next one, I want my only problem to be, what am I going to wear? How am I going to do my hair for the night? Which city, restaurant, what am I visiting today? Where am I getting brought to? Whether it's from platonic friendships, my relationship. I want this to be me after a hard day of content creating. I love how like pictures can really mean anything. So it's like if someone comes into my room, they're gonna probably be like, some of these things look like, okay, for instance, the one that is like a travel one, that's obvious why I have that. Like I want to travel to somewhere that looks like that. And then, but like other things, like it's hard to interpret what someone really means. I think that's like, this picture is a part of art. I've always loved pictures. I have another photo. This, at one point I looked like this. I shit you not. Like I had to do a double take because she looked like me. Like I have a natural hourglass. This could be edited, but like my body really is like this when I'm like in shape. Yeah, so I want to get back to this. I literally used to love fitness, and fitness was very important to me. After my injury, things got very intimidating, and obviously I know it's 80-20, so like 80% your diet, 20% working out, and I do have like more pictures coming that will tie in both of the roles together. Like all I want in this life is just to be healthy, happy, and accomplishing goals and not just stagnant. And together of just being very into health and wellness and accomplishing goals always, whether that's going back to school, starting a new job, continuously being better and better at editing and content creation, and eating healthy so that I can achieve my old body, because it still is here. It's just hidden under a little bit of fat. So we can do this, and I wanted to make sure I did this one after so it made sense, because you cannot get a body like that without changing your lifestyle. So this collage kind of ties in all together. being nice to myself, living a soft life, putting my health first, working like from home, which is what I've always wanted to do, regardless of what it is, to be honest with you. And just manifesting that balance of life. So the next one is your productivity is not more important than your mental health. This one is really important to me because no job is worth staying in. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to feel like you get too overstimulated, even like going out back to back. And I think it's really important to remember that. Yay, 100k subscribers. So I think I'm just gonna like keep this photo just like so I can continuously imagine a plaque. I want a Lexus. As of right now in my life, I want a new Lexus. Not really into the whole like getting like really expensive cars. Like I don't know, I feel like Lexus is really reliable, and they also make Toyota, so I know Toyota's a really good reliable car. Just having like an apartment that I can fully like furnish to my style without having like such a like budget type of thinking, and like a new and modern apartment. If that ever becomes a house and I become a homeowner, like cool. This was super fun to do. I loved every second of it. I am gonna continue doing these types of things. I think it's really important to really put intention and be clear about your goals. So if you ever have a goal and it's not just racing around your mind, and you want to put an art, a picture to it, or just to imagine, like we say we want things with words, but sometimes it's really hard making the intention clear without having something to look at. So I think this was really fun, really cute thing to do with you guys, the ones that are subscribed to me. So as always, I'll see you guys next week, and I can't wait until I can have a stable posting day. But as long as I'm posting weekly, just know that I'm gonna be back for more videos. Bye, love you.